Hey, we're back. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning thus far. We promised that we're going to give you back some financial fix on Inside Cup of Joe, and that we are doing. Our friends at the Tobago Mortgage Finance are here with us this morning and for the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be delving into the whole big crazy monster that is mortgages. Sometimes very intimidating for most of us out there who are in it, and we're out of it. And I think that's well put. Let me introduce my guests this morning. I have with me Marsha Leben. She is the manager in charge of marketing and public relations at the TTMF. And Marsha, I think the best place to start is at the beginning. And it's really about how difficult it is looking from the outside in to challenge and take on trying to apply for a mortgage, because for some it's a big monster.
It appears to be a big monster, but knowledge is power.
Right.
And the thing you need to do is to make sure that you understand the process and get yourself prepared. So if you try to take it on just like that, I need a house now,
yes,
you'll panic.
But by the time you go through the steps, you recognize, oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So something that we would tell someone now coming out of school or just entering the work market.
Right.
Start to save. Set up a separate account and start putting money into that. That will act as a savings bank for you that you can use for your down payment, for your future costs. It gets you in the habit of saving. It can be translated later on into your mortgage payment. So get into that habit very early on of saving. So that is one of the first things that you need to do.
Right. Save.
Save.
Yeah.
The second thing you need to do is to be careful with your debt. Manage how you are paying your debt. And simple things like bills, your light bill, water bill, your phone bill, credit card bills, pay them on time, right? So that you need to understand that, because when you come to get the mortgage eventually, we will be looking at your credit score.
Yes. Yeah.
And how you pay your bills, how you manage the process is something that will affect you later on, right? So far, so good.
Get your finances under some
control. Start to save.
Yeah.
Manage how you pay your debt. Right. So so those are two basic things that you need to do.
Right.
Okay. So now you decide that you want a house.
Right.
Come and get pre-qualified. Come to us and get pre-qualified. That will tell you right where you are, whatever your income is now and whatever your age is now. Come and get pre-qualified. That will help you to know exactly what you can afford.
Right.
So it will guide your process in looking for a house.
Right.
So that you're not looking for something that at the end of the day you cannot afford. We want to ensure that when you acquire your property, you are able to maintain it and you can still live.
Right.
Because you don't want to end up now cash poor. So get pre-qualified so that you will know exactly what it is you can.
Understood.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
understood. Let me just track back a bit, because saving, making sure that your debts are serviced properly, and so on. Different stages. You spoke about someone now coming out of school or someone now entering the work market. If someone is already in the work market, paying rent for the last 10 years, thinking about buying a home, what advice would you give to such a person?
Get pre-qualified.
Get pre-qualified.
Manage your debt.
Same thing. Yeah. In other words, they have to start from scratch as well. Yeah.
You have to start. You have to get yourself in that mind frame of what it is you want to do. Right. When you come in to get pre-qualified, one of the other things that you need to be careful with is we look at your age, your income, and your current debt to determine what it is you qualify for, right? So that someone who is now coming out of school at 21, 25, out of university, they will qualify for a different, their term will be longer than someone who is now starting at age 40.
That's right.
So you have to understand that, so once you can understand those differences, it will affect how much you would qualify for at the end of this period.
Would your advice be to young people sometimes, and I'm talking from experience here as well, don't automatically think, okay, I need to buy a house. I don't know how many young people think, okay, and they wait, and then, as you said, before you know it, you're 25 today, and tomorrow you're 40.
You're 40, exactly. Literally. You go to bed Friday, Friday night and wake up Monday morning and you're 40. Yes.
I only have 20 years to pay a mortgage when I could have probably had 40 or 45.
So the thing about it is, and this is where the saving comes in again, so just start to save. Have a separate account for that. So you just put it aside and you don't think about it. Do a salary deduction so that it goes aside, you don't interfere with that, so that when you're ready, you're not now in a panic. You already have your down payment, you have money for closing costs, so that you can move forward comfortably.
Yeah. You know. The pre-qualification is important as well for being able to assess what you have to do and what you need to do. So sometimes someone may come in and you will have to tell them, well, you're not at the point where you need to be.
Yes. And we will guide you and tell you, okay, you're not where you're supposed to be, not where you would like to be, but this is what you need to do. You know, so we can give you little pointers in terms of what it is you need to do, how you need to adjust your lifestyle in order to achieve that big dream of owning your home.
Yeah. How, I mean, Marsha, break it down in layman terms for us, because I have seen, and I think young people looking on, even, I mean, I'm saying young people, but the cost of properties in Trinidad and Tobago seem to be appreciating every year. and I think that is one of the big headaches when it comes to someone deciding, okay, can I afford $1 million property? I probably can't afford to pay $1 million mortgage.
Well, if you can't afford to pay $1 million mortgage, then we need to find out what it is you can afford, and guide you in that direction.
So you're saying, come to you.
Come to us.
And then you can then...
Exactly, right? There are other programs. There's the government-assisted program with the 2% mortgage, the 5% mortgage for first-time homeowners. So those, you know, competitive mortgage rates will assist the younger person in acquiring their house and a property that they can afford. And sometimes your first house doesn't have to be the dream house. It can be the starter house.
It could be a stepping stone.
That you can use later on, you know, to move up and actually get what you want.
Marsha, I want to thank you, because of that percentage, those interest rates that Marsha indicated there, we will talk about that next week, because TTMF, they have very, very special rates that I think you won't get anywhere else in the market.
Yes,
and we'll talk about that next week right here on Financial Fix with TTMF, the Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Finance. Marsha, thank you very much for dropping by and just opening our minds in terms of that monster that is a mortgage. Attack it, head to TTMF, and you guys are on Donald Street. We are on Donald Street. You have a south office as well? We have a south office on St. James Street. We are in Arima on 22 King Street. You have a Arima branch as well? Yes, we have a Tobago branch, and we have one in Chaguanas. All over the country. You can't make any excuses now. Head to TTMF and, just as I said, get pre-qualified if you're even thinking about the possibility of owning your own home. Thank you very much, Marsha. We take a short break. Music Mondays will continue after this.